Hey, welcome back to Good Guardian Canine. This is the third video of the Hines American Bulldog yard. You'll find at certain points that the sound is muted. I had to mute the sound for copyright issues or I wouldn't be able to post the videos. So just bear through that. Also remember to share the videos and to subscribe to the channel just for support. That way I will know that people are interested in these types of videos and I'll continue to post more videos like this. Hopefully you're enjoying the dogs. See you in the next one and be safe.
This animal will weigh close to 400 pounds. They're going to put another different bitch on this hog. Won't be Snowbird catching the hog. This is a bitch with a small brindle spot at the base of her tail. And this hog's going to shake her so hard that it addles her for a minute. And she's a good dog and she catches. She's not Snowbird, but she does her best. But you're going to see this hog shake her so hard that she loses her senses for a moment before she goes back in and catches the hog again. This is a smaller hog here, but this is an extremely dangerous hog. Notice how fast he is on his feet. He's also got them little tushes sticking out about 2 inches, and with them he can make a cut 2 inches deep and 6 inches long. He just cut a dog then. This is a different type of hog. He's not as likely to kill your dog, but he's sure going to cut him up if the dog ain't mighty fast on his feet and mighty careful. The other old great big hogs you've been looking at have got a mouth a foot long on them, and they can bite like a bear. If they get a hold of the dog, they can crush his ribs right through his lungs. That's what happened to the one out in the water. He got his chest crushed. The one at the Brindle Bull that got killed out in the water. But danger comes in many shapes for these hogs, and there's none of them that are safe to catch. I say that at least there's none of them that's safe to catch them in these wild hogs. These tame hogs that people sick dogs on in a cow pen, well, I don't even want to talk about that. That's a totally different thing, and it's something I don't see the sense in. We never use our dogs to torture hogs with. The idea is to get the hog, not to torture him. Here comes Snowbird, second dog of Snowbird. Dubbing in another dog here now as a matter of interest. This is not a dog that belongs to me, although I wish he did. I have tried on a number of occasions to buy this dog, and so far I haven't succeeded. I have hopes that I will yet own him. I do have breeding privileges to him. This dog weighs 104 pounds. As you can see, he's got a rear end on him like a quarter horse. But he is the fastest footed dog for such a big dog that I think you'll agree that you've ever seen. In a minute, you're going to watch him start chasing a butterfly. He's out there in 90-degree weather, and he's got the kind of drive and the push that instead of laying down in the shade, he's out chasing butterflies. And you're going to be a little amazed how he can stick his feet in the ground and turn around. He's starting in to chase his butterfly. Very seldom that you ever run into these big dogs that's got this kind of drive and this kind of quick-footedness, but they do exist, and I'm pleased to have found this one as well as Country Boy.
He get one about how he paying attention. Looking at the tree, and she looks up in the truck first. So you got to teach her the difference between the tree and the truck when I'm out there.
This is Hillbilly's mother under a tree with him. This is one tough old bitch, let me tell you. See where she bit up that tree? That man just waved his arm and told her there was something up a tree, so she just attacked it. This is a hard old bitch.
I'll get on the water. Go. You are my genial boy. You are the one that put the hose in Bill Little the other day, aren't you? You're not so genial with him. But you're my good boy. I'm gonna do the females. This is Crazy Critter. She is a bitch from the Caloosahatchee River bottom and Florida Panhandle. She's a very short, thick, muscular bitch. Comes from a country of thick brush. This is where farmers followed function again. And you have to have short, thick dogs to get among that heavy brush. A taller dog would get hemmed up against a bush and get his heart cut out. So for generations, this dog's forebears have been in the thick brush country, and this is the result. This dog's been wanting to bite somebody ever since she was 5 months old. She's certainly willing to threaten him. As you see, she's going out to meet a bear man. Now, this bitch is a well-bred Scott bitch. She comes from a good line of dogs, from Bad Whiskey, from Whiskey River, from Ashley's Jeff, and into the heavy hitter Scott dogs by that route. Her mother, Jezebel, McNamasher's her granddad in 2 places, and Williamson, Mr. Tough Guy, is a brother to McNamasher in another place. So you'd have to say that she's close back to the good old blood. All right, Bill, you want to give her a bite? Bill roll up his burlap now and show you that she's not bluffing. You'll notice he takes these bites close in and he's making personal contact with this dog. He's not waving at it. He's got eye contact. He's striving to dominate the dog. Bite him hard and hold him. She'll dodge that burlap and get him in the belly if she can. And she will leave the burlap to go attack him again. This is a very good thing. I like to see one who's willing to do this. Okay, that's Crazy Critter, 17 months old. All right, this is Sugar Lump. Sugar Lump is 2.5 years old. She's had a couple of litters of very good puppies. Sugar Lump is a Russell bred dog. All old Bud Russell's dogs are working dogs. With old Bud Russell, they work her, he kills them. He's not a man that's noted for being patient. He does, however, discourage his dogs from fighting people. Sugar Lump's one of the few people fighters of the bunch. The old man will tell you right quick, he don't have any junkie burglars and he don't need a biting dog. He don't even have to lock his door in the mountains where he is up northwest Mississippi. But this bitch will go out and face him. A very athletic little bitch. She's a small bitch in her 60s, but very athletic. Every time she hits the ground, she's in balance. She killed Bassel's sister, 6 months older than her and 30 pounds heavier, when she was 8 months old. They got the gate down. There you go. Right, him, Sugar. again, she'll leave the rag to fight the man. She's not rag broke, she wants the man. Well-bred Scott blood running back into heavy, into Bobo, Roger, Mac the Masher, Williamson's White Archer, some of these very good dogs in her background. She's a well-bred bitch, and she has produced well. We've got some beautiful puppies out of her in Country Boy. This is Janie Reb. Now this bitch is a half-sister of the hillbilly dog that I dubbed in the video for you. She is 16 months old, and she's a mountain man daughter. So is hillbilly a mountain man son. Now this line is fine in as much as it came from Mac the Masher to Sandman the Great to Brookshire Snowbee to Mountain Man. Not a mediocre dog in the lot. Every one of them a notable dog coming straight down from Mac the Masher. This is very difficult to come by this in the pedigrees anymore. There's a lot more out there that don't have such than it do. But Janie Reb is, as I say, 17 months old. She's never been bred. We're going to breed her next time out, and we're expecting some good puppies from it. Want to give her a bite, Bill? Yeah. I'll tell you at this point that Janie Reb was bred, and we do have puppies of hers 3.5 months old now as of the end of June with Country Boy. That's a girl. Immediately leaving the rag and going after him. This I like to see. It means they're not studying that rag, they're studying him. They want to fight him. This is good. Hey, that's Janie Reb. We'll be showing you Janie Reb's puppies shortly. Country hog dog trained bitch. We've never actually give her a name. I brought her out of the woods as a puppy. We just called her Big Red. She's a big, muscled up bitch, weighs well up in the 80s, and a pretty tough sort of a bitch. She's a decent Scott-bred bitch. She doesn't have the illustrious pedigree that Janie Reb does, for example, but her parents are good dogs, and they were all working dogs at least. Certainly she's willing to work on Bill. As you see, she's willing to fight him. All right, Bill, give her a bite. Let her show she ain't bluffing. That's a girl, Big Red. I go catch that nasty man. All right, Big Red. Big Red is 17 months old also. This is Bessie. She's 6 years old. She is the other painter bred bitch that we have on the place. I have her here for a reason. Bessie x-rayed good at 6 years old, incidentally. She is Bassel's mother, and she is a double rock bred bitch. Bred to Bama boy, she got Bassel's. She got a bunch of big, good-looking, heavy-boned jocks out of that litter, but she didn't get fire. Bama boy didn't put fire, but bred to another dog afterwards, she did. So this was the beginning of my idea of making the cross between a painter dog that was a good dog and a Scott dog that was a good dog instead of Painter and Johnson. And this bitch, since I had a production record on her, and I knew she had courage, well, I bought her to try this with. We bred her to Country Boy. Unfortunately, she got bad milk. She got mastitis, and by the time I caught it, I've got two. We lost all of that litter of puppies. She is, however, rebred and will whelp the second week of July here in 1992. She's rebred to Country Boy. This is a courageous old bitch. She'll come right on out there and fight Big Bill. And don't judge her by her looks now, 6.5 years old. This was a beautiful thing when she was 2 years old. I've got pictures of her then. I'm going to back up from him. Give her a bite then, Bill. Old bitch has no intention of turning him loose. He is fighting them close up. See if she'll leave the rag to fight him. Bet your boots she will. All right, this is old Bessie. Follow me. She is a Bama boy daughter, back before I knew any better. But she bred Bama boy was bred to a bitch called Rosie. I'm gonna show you a little brother of this dog's in a minute too. Neither one of these dogs had any fire till they were a year old. This bitch was not afraid. She was simply placid. She wasn't mad at anybody. The last video showed her just looking at the agitator saying, well, my, what can you be doing? But all of a sudden she has fired up and she's acting like a lot different dog. She's a nice bitch otherwise, weighs about 80 pounds. She is what? She was a year old July the 15th. So we have some hopes of doing some good here. I really thought the Bama boy blood had been a ruination of her, but the bitch has surprised me. This bitch, incidentally, was bred to Country Boy, and we have both some males and females that are 8 and 9 weeks old from her now, and end of June 1992. They're right nice puppies. Show them to you also toward the end of this video. Once again, she'll leave her sleeve to fight Bill. Always like to see this. Means the dog is not sleeve happy or burlap happy. Burlap's nothing to him. As far as she's concerned, that burlap's a piece of Bill. This is what she wants, is a piece of Bill. Okay, Hines of Salome. Turned out to be a pretty decent bitch here. Okay, now we're up to Country Boy. Country Boy weighed 110 pounds when he come here. I took a little bit of weight off him. Don't let that wagging tail fool you. That dog is wagging his tail thinking of the joys of chewing on Bill's bones. Strictly not to be trusted by anybody but me and Norman. This old dog is stone hard and tough. I told you in the beginning of the video something about his pedigree, so I won't labor it. He's like 15, 16's good Scot, and the other part is aristocrat. But then aristocrat to King Kong to Sandman the Great, right back in Alice Scott's yard. This dog had a very unfortunate history. His former owner had this dog tied up and harassed him until the dog finally wouldn't take anymore, and then they fought it out with a bullwhip. The man went on this dog with a bullwhip on 4 separate occasions and never did succeed in cowing him or knocking him out and making him quit. And the dog became unmanageable to him. They were pushing feed into him with a stick and pulling the bowl back out with another stick, and I acquired the dog. I'd been looking for 5 years for a dog like this. It took me a month and a half to get in the pen with him, and I still don't kick him in the tail, but this is a lot of dog. If you can't cow one with a bullwhip, where's the bottom of his bravery? You're going to see Al Banuelos from L.A. fighting this dog, and Al says it's as courageous a dog as he ever fought. Okay, now we're going to go menace this old boy. I'll show you about the menace. Old dog means to fight him. In case that starts looking easy to you, that man weighs 250 pounds. Rough old dog. Don't punish your arm, Bill. Give it to him. He ain't gonna turn you loose in 30 minutes anyway. Okay, I'm gonna have to shut off and go get that sleeve, because nobody else did. And we thought we had a real blood fight again that time. I went out to kick a sleeve out, and he run over me and knocked me down trying to get back at Bill, and we was all wound up in a tumble there. I didn't know whether me, sleeve, or Bill was gonna get him. But luckily, he don't want me. He wants Bill. Get Bill hard again. Okay, this is Country Boy. All right, this is Al Banuelos from Los Angeles, the owner of Predator and Ike, the only 2 shoots and rated bulldogs in the country, fighting Country Boy. Hold on, Get my breath good enough again to talk to you. This is Django. This is the one that masterminded and led the attack on the Mexican that time when they were all 3.5 months old. Brother, belly brother to Dixie Belle, I was talking about a minute ago. Now, this dog don't weigh but 71 pounds, but we're about to give you a living example of the fact that nobody's going anywhere with a dog that size hung on him. We've got 2 people that have booked breedings to this dog already in preference to anything on the place because they say pound for pound, this is the meanest dog I got. I tend to believe him. This dog's got an awful lot of push. He's very quick-footed. He's very agile. What a hog dog he would have made. How old Bill cusses me for not having made a shooting dog out of him when he was younger. Right now he's done got some rough, but I don't know whether he'd ever make him let people be near him or not. This is a rough dog for a 70-pound dog, let me tell you. I cried him a little, Bill. This dog ain't gonna turn, he ain't gonna back, he ain't gonna give Bill 1 damn inch. Bill can whip at him with that thing and frail at him, and he ain't afraid of Bill. This is from an old crazy painter bitch named Tappy's Belle and a hog dog, Scott-bred hog dog called Shadow Dancer. This is a painter Scott cross. That you see. He wants Bill. Give him a bite, Bill. This dog was a rarity. The first time he was ever tested at 8 months, he went on a sleeve like this. Went on to a hard sleeve and held it, and Pat Cohen carried him around on his back this way and that way, and had to give that puppy the sleeve and turn him loose. It's almost never that you can make a first bite dog hold a hard sleeve. He won't do it. This dog is tough in his soul. He's got one of the most tremendous drives. Country boy is tough, but this dog is energetic, driving, pushing, pacing. Got some of that drive off his old mama, old crazy Belle. Al Banuelos says all this dog needs is an enclosure, and anybody that come in it be fair game. He said that's all he needs. He don't need no training. I'll shut off and come get it. But you leave it to go for Bill. He got no real interest in that sleeve, except sometimes out of frustration. Bill's what he wants. Okay, that's Django. 2 sets of bites. 8 holes in a man to the bone is nothing. That's about a week old, and old Bill's back out here fighting. You got to call that a tough man to do that. I'm going to show you a second bite, the 8th of February on Django. We almost don't give this dog any bites. He just don't need it. He don't need any training, and it's trouble to me being old and feeble to go in there and get that sleeve away from him. He don't always want to give it up. Now, he'll give it to me. He won't try to hurt me, but it's still strenuous to me to take a sleeve away from a dog who don't want to give it to me. Usually he'll leave it and go after Bill. But we thought we'd give you one more bite on him.